Car passion is a funny thing. For you, it might be memories of your first car. For someone else, it might be the roar of a 600 brake horsepower race-tuned engine. But whatever your car passion, Forza Motorsport 4 is the racing game that will bring your wildest car dreams to life. And Forza's got one other thing under the bonnet that will truly supercharge your car passion. This is the start of a beautiful relationship between two of the biggest names in racing, Forza and Top Gear. Some say he unlocks every achievement on Forza Motorsport 3 just to warm up. And others say his gamer score is so high that Xbox has had to invent a whole new number just to put it on his gamer card. Ladies and gentlemen, the stick. Turn 10 Studios, the good folk behind Forza 4, very kindly gave us the opportunity to be thrown around the Top Gear test track by the Stig. However, we weren't only there to be scared witless, we also caught up with Turn 10 community manager Brian Eckford to talk about Forza 4.
Top Gear means a lot for us in Forza Motorsport 4. In the past, we might have been accused of being a bit too clinical with our approach to cars, and so for Forza Motorsport 4, we knew we wanted to broaden our appeal and find ways to appeal to car fans who maybe have never played a racing game before. One of the ways we did that is we integrated Top Gear, which of course, if you know cars, you know Top Gear. And so we approached the Top Gear integration as a truly collaborative partnership. We wanted to make sure that where we have Top Gear in the game makes sense and is fun, and that it feels very natural for players who play Forza Motorsport 4. When they see Top Gear, they know they're going to have fun. So we have things like Jeremy Clarkson in Auto Vista mode. We have Rivals events that are sort of Top Gear inspired. We have lots of different places where you can experience Top Gear within Forza 4 that is entertaining, fun, and just sort of a brand new way of looking at Forza. Creating a new generation of car fans is, to me, a great aspirational goal for us. We want to show people that racing games are fun, but they don't always have to be just about racing. Because we understand that there's a lot of different ways that people express their car passion in real life. We want to give them as many avenues as there are within video games as well. So in the Forza series, we reward you for being a great painter, for being a tuner, for being a racer, for being a photographer. All these ways that you can express your car passion in real life, you can do so in Forza Motorsport 4, with the overall goal being we want to attract as many people into our game as possible, because that creates car fans. And car fans are good for us, they're good for the automotive industry, and they're good for video games, frankly. It almost seems like we've made a platform leap, even though we're all still on the 360. It's been an incredible challenge, and it's a challenge we set for ourselves early through the introduction of Auto Vista mode, which is a brand new mode in Forza 4. We knew that if we were going to allow people to get really close up to cars, we had to make sure that our graphics engine could support that, and that people could get close to the brake pads and get really deep into the engine and notice the smallest details, because the Forza brand is associated with realism, authenticity. So if we don't have the details right, our audience they'll be all over it. So we knew we had to get every smallest detail, down perfectly accurate. Kinect is integrated in several different ways in Forza Motorsport 4. We have the brand new Auto Vista feature, which allows you to walk around cars, open the hood, get inside, start the engine, basically experience a set of cars you might not ever be able to get close to in real life. We also have things like Kinect head tracking, which I consider more of a hardcore feature. As you're driving the car with your controller or with a wheel, you can look left or right, and your car driver in the game will look left or right. It allows you to look into corners, look into the mirrors, and see cars coming close to you. It just gives you an edge you might not otherwise have. And we have like Kinect Voice, where you can use the voice, tell Kinect to jump from one part of the game to the next without having to navigate the menus by hand. People of like-minded interests can get together, form a car club. They can share cars within their garage. So if you have a Ferrari that I really like but can't afford, you can put it up in the shared garage, and I can drive that car even if I don't own it. With Rivals mode, you can play whenever you want. You can set a time, and then your friend can try to beat that time, and if they do, you'll get a notice that says, hey, Brian just beat your time, go back and beat it. So it's this way of sharing an experience in Forza Motorsport 4, sharing a competitive experience without having to be online at the same time. Still trash talk, call each other on the phone, have a good time, but you're not constrained to one another's schedule to have a great time online.